Have you ever walked into a room and felt like no one really sees you? Ever talked to someone and felt invisible? Like your words didn't matter? Maybe you've been ignored, laughed at, or spoken to like you don't count. And worst of all, maybe it happened more than once. Here's the truth. Not everyone will treat you with respect. But how you handle that, that's where your power lies. In this video, we're going to show you 5 powerful ways to deal with people who don't respect you, without losing your cool, your self-worth, or your confidence. So grab your favorite drink, find a quiet spot, and let's grow stronger, together. Way 1. Know your worth, and never let others define it. 1.1. Understand that respect starts with you. Before we can demand respect from others, we need to first give it to ourselves. That's where it all begins. If you don't value your own voice, your own time, your own boundaries, others won't either. It's like walking into a room holding a tiny candle and expecting everyone else to bring the light. No, you bring the torch. When you believe in your worth, you carry yourself differently. You speak with more confidence. You walk with your head a little higher. And even if someone tries to disrespect you, you won't feel destroyed. Because you already know who you are. Their words don't shake you. They bounce right off. So, how do you start respecting yourself more? Begin by setting small boundaries. Say no when something doesn't feel right. Stop apologizing for things that aren't your fault. Stand tall in your truth. These actions, as small as they may seem, send powerful signals to yourself and to others. Also, be kind to yourself. Talk to yourself the way you would to someone you love. Say things like, "I did my best today," or "I matter," even if they can't see it. That's self-respect in action. People often treat you based on the way you treat yourself, so show them the example. Start today. 1.2. Don't let their behavior shape your identity. One big mistake many people make: they think disrespect means they're not good enough. But disrespect says more about the other person than it does about you. Their behavior is a reflection of their character, not yours. Let's say someone talks over you all the time, or mocks your ideas. It hurts, right? But that doesn't mean your ideas are bad or you're not important. It means they don't know how to treat others with decency. That's on them, not you. The moment you take their disrespect personally, you start believing lies. Lies like, "I'm not smart," "I don't matter," or "I'm just not good enough." And that's dangerous, because once you believe those lies, you start living them. Here's what to do instead. Remind yourself again and again that their behavior is about them, not you. Say it out loud if you have to. Write it in a journal. Stick it on your mirror. Keep it where you can see it every day. Their disrespect is not my reflection. Your identity is built on your values, your heart, your work, your kindness, not on someone else's poor behavior. Stand tall in who you are. 1.3. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't want to understand. Have you ever tried to explain yourself to someone who clearly didn't care? It's like talking to a wall, right? No matter how calm, how clear, how kind you are, they still don't listen. That's because they're not trying to understand you. They're trying to win. Some people will disrespect you and then expect you to explain why you feel hurt. And when you do, they twist your words. They act like you're too sensitive, too emotional, or just being dramatic. But listen closely. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your worth. You can be polite. You can speak your truth. But you don't have to keep defending it to people who don't care. That's emotional exhaustion, and you deserve peace. Instead of explaining, start setting boundaries. Say things like, "I don't feel respected in this conversation, so I'm stepping away." Or, "I've said what I needed to say and I'm done repeating it." Strong people don't over-explain. They act with quiet strength. Be one of them. 1.4. Walk away when you need to. That's strength, not weakness. Sometimes, the most powerful move you can make is walking away. That doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise enough to protect your peace. You don't have to stay in every room where you're not respected. You don't have to answer every message, stay in every friendship, or keep every job that crushes your spirit. You deserve to be treated with kindness and dignity. And if someone can't give you that, you have every right to walk away. Now, walking away isn't always easy. It might feel like giving up. But remember this: you're not giving up, you're letting go of what's not good for you. And when you let go of the wrong people, you make space for the right ones to come in. So, trust yourself. If your gut says, "This doesn't feel right," listen to it. Respect yourself enough to choose peace over chaos. Because the truth is, you teach people how to treat you by what you allow, and walking away is one of the strongest lessons you can give. Way 2. Speak up. Calmly, clearly, and confidently. 2.1. Say what you feel without fear. Sometimes we stay silent because we're afraid. Afraid of causing drama. Afraid of hurting someone. Afraid of being called too emotional or too sensitive. So we bottle things up and pretend we're okay, even when we're not. But here's the truth. Silence doesn't fix disrespect. Speaking up does. You don't have to yell, you don't have to attack, you just need to be honest and calm. If someone's words or actions hurt you, let them know. Use I statements like, "I felt hurt when you spoke to me that way," or "I don't feel respected when I'm interrupted." These words are powerful because they're true, and they're about how you feel. You might worry they won't listen, and maybe they won't. But speaking your truth is not about their reaction, it's about your strength. Every time you speak up for yourself, you remind your heart, "I matter." It's okay to feel nervous. Do it anyway. Respect begins with your voice. So speak with it. 2.2. Use your tone as your tool. How you say something is just as important as what you say. Think about it. The same sentence can feel kind or cruel based on your tone. If you speak in anger, people stop listening. But if you speak with calm confidence, people pay attention. Let's say someone makes a rude comment. You could scream back, or you could pause, breathe, and respond with strength. Try something like, "I don't appreciate that comment," or "That wasn't kind." Let's keep this respectful. Your tone shows that you're in control, not just of the moment, but of yourself. And that's powerful. People often try to push your buttons to make you react. But if you stay calm, you stay in charge. It's okay to feel hurt or angry. But take a deep breath, count to 5, and then respond. Don't let someone else's bad behavior pull you into their storm. Instead, bring your calm into the room. Tone is your secret weapon. Use it wisely. 2.3. Practice the power of saying no. One of the strongest words you can ever learn to say is no. Simple, clear, and powerful. But for many people, saying no feels scary. We worry people won't like us. We fear rejection. We don't want to seem rude. So we say yes to things that hurt us, stress us, or drain us. Here's the truth. Saying no isn't selfish. It's self-respect. If someone keeps asking you for favors but never shows gratitude, say no. If someone speaks to you badly and then acts like nothing happened, say no to spending time with them. If someone laughs when you set a boundary, say no to letting them cross it again. You don't have to explain your no. You don't owe them a story. Just a simple, "No, I'm not okay with that." Or, "No, I won't accept being treated like this." That's enough. Saying no builds your backbone, and people will start to see you're not a pushover. You have limits, you have standards, and you have the strength to protect both. Start small. Practice with tiny numbers. And soon, your big ones will come naturally. 2.4. Stay consistent with your message. Sometimes we speak up once, and when things don't change, we stay quiet again. But disrespect doesn't stop because of one conversation. It stops when you stay consistent. Let's say someone keeps joking about something that makes you uncomfortable. You tell them, "Please stop, I don't like that." But next week, they do it again. Now you have a choice. Stay silent or repeat your boundary. Consistency means repeating your truth until people learn to respect it or realize they can't push you. Say it again. "We've talked about this. I'm serious." Or, "I've told you this before. I won't keep repeating it." Being consistent doesn't mean being mean. It means being firm. It shows that your boundaries are real, not just words you throw out when you're upset. People might test you. That's okay. Every time you repeat your message calmly and confidently, you're training them. You're showing them how to treat you, and you're showing yourself that your voice is strong. Disrespect won't stop with one sentence, but it can stop with consistent strength. Way 3. Set boundaries without feeling guilty. 3.1. Understand what a boundary really is. A lot of people think setting boundaries is about pushing people away, but that's not true. Boundaries are not walls. They're fences with gates. You decide who gets in, how far they can come, and when it's time for them to leave. A boundary is simply saying, "This is what I'm okay with, and this is what I'm not." It's how you protect your time, energy, feelings, and space. Just like you lock your doors at night to feel safe, you need personal boundaries to stay emotionally safe. If someone keeps calling you names, interrupting you, using you, or crossing the line, you need a boundary. Not because you hate them, but because you love yourself. And here's something important. You don't need their permission to set a boundary. You don't have to wait until they agree or understand. Your feelings are valid even if someone doesn't respect them. Stand firm. Your life gets better the moment you say, "This is not okay, and I won't accept it anymore." 3.2. Learn to say, "This doesn't work for me." Sometimes we struggle to speak up because we don't want to sound rude, but there's a polite and powerful way to set a boundary. One of the best phrases to use is, "This doesn't work for me." It's simple, it's honest, and it puts the focus on your feelings, not their flaws. If someone constantly shows up late, say, "I really value my time, and this doesn't work for me." If someone keeps making you uncomfortable with jokes, say, "I'm not okay with that kind of humor. It doesn't work for me." If someone dumps their problems on you every day and expects you to fix them, say, "I care about you, but I also need to take care of myself. This pattern doesn't work for me." You don't need to yell. You don't need to defend. You just need to speak clearly and stay strong. The goal isn't to control other people. It's to protect your peace. Remember, saying, "This doesn't work for me," is not selfish. It's smart. It means you respect yourself enough to speak up. 3.3. Don't feel guilty for protecting your peace. Let's be honest. Setting boundaries can make you feel guilty, especially if you're someone who always tries to make others happy. You might feel like you're letting people down or being too strict. But here's the truth. You're not being mean. You're being healthy. It's not your job to fix everyone. It's not your job to carry everyone else's stress. And it's definitely not your job to let people treat you badly just so they can feel good. When you set a boundary, you're teaching people how to treat you. And yes, some people won't like it. That's okay. If they get upset because you said no, it shows they were benefiting from your yes too much. Let go of the guilt. You're not responsible for someone else's feelings when you're just trying to take care of your own well-being. The people who really care about you will understand. The ones who don't? Well, maybe they were never really there for you in the first place. Protecting your peace is not a luxury. It's a necessity. 3.4. Stick to your boundaries, even if they push back. Once you set a boundary, some people will push back. They might ignore it. They might laugh at it. They might even try to make you feel bad about it. That's normal, especially if they're used to crossing your lines without consequences. But here's where your power comes in. Don't back down. It's easy to feel weak and give in when someone pushes hard. But every time you hold the line, you get stronger. You teach people that your boundaries are serious, not just empty words. Let's say someone you love keeps interrupting you when you talk. You tell them, "I feel unheard when I get interrupted. Please let me finish my thought." The next time they do it again, pause the conversation. Say, "I'm not going to keep talking if I'm not being heard." And then stop. That silence, that action, it teaches more than words ever could. Boundaries are like muscles. The more you use them, the stronger they get. But the moment you ignore your own limits just to keep the peace, you lose that strength. So don't be afraid to repeat yourself. Don't feel like a bad person for protecting your heart. Every time you stick to your boundaries, you're telling the world and yourself, "I matter." Way 4. Walk away with dignity. When respect is not returned. 4.1. Know when enough is enough. There comes a point when words don't work anymore. You've explained your feelings. You've set your boundaries. You've tried to stay calm and respectful, but the other person still doesn't care. They keep crossing lines. They keep treating you like your feelings don't matter. This is when you have to say the hardest but most powerful words. I've had enough. It's not about revenge. It's not about being dramatic. It's about self-respect. You deserve peace, love, kindness, and safety in your relationships. Whether it's with friends, family, coworkers, or anyone else. If someone keeps hurting you, ignoring you, or using you, you don't need to keep trying. You don't need to fix them. You need to protect yourself. It's not weakness to walk away. It's strength. You're not giving up. You're growing up. And in that growth, you learn that peace matters more than approval. Your well-being is more important than keeping toxic people in your life. So listen to your heart. When it says, "This is too much," believe it. 4.2. Walking away isn't running away. Some people will say, "You're just avoiding the problem." But here's the truth. Walking away is not the same as running away. Running away is fear. Walking away is wisdom. When you walk away from someone who doesn't respect you, you're choosing peace over pain. You're saying, "I deserve better and I'm not settling for less." That's not weakness, that's power. Think of it like this. Would you stay in a house that's always on fire? Number you'd get out to save yourself. The same goes for your emotional health. If a person is constantly bringing stress, chaos, and disrespect into your life, you don't have to stay just to prove a point. You're allowed to leave situations where your voice isn't heard. You're allowed to end relationships that drain your soul. You're allowed to say, "This is not love, this is not healthy, and I'm walking away." You're not being mean, you're being brave. 4.3. Let go of the need to be understood. This one's tough. When someone disrespects us, we often want them to understand how much they hurt us. We want them to see our pain. We want them to say, "I'm sorry, I get it now." But here's the hard truth. Some people will never understand, or even try to. And that's not your fault. Your peace cannot depend on someone else's understanding. If you keep waiting for them to change, you'll keep suffering. You'll keep repeating the same pain, hoping it'll get better. But real healing starts when you say, "I don't need you to get it. I just need to move on." Letting go of that need frees you. It takes the power out of their hands and puts it back in yours. You no longer wait for their apology. You no longer need their approval. You no longer let them control your emotions. You accept that they may never get it, and you walk away anyway. That's freedom. 4.4. Leave without burning bridges. Sometimes when we leave, we want to slam the door. Say everything we've been holding in. Let all our anger out. And yes, it can feel good for a moment. But in the long run, it can burn more than just bridges. It can burn our peace too. Here's a better way. Leave with dignity. You don't have to shout to be strong. You don't have to be cruel to be clear. You can say something simple like, "I don't feel respected in this relationship, so I need to step away for my own well-being." That's enough. You're not walking away to prove something. You're walking away to protect something, yourself. Leaving with grace means you stay true to your values. It means you let go without hate in your heart. You move forward with peace, not poison. Even if the other person never apologizes. Even if they talk behind your back. Even if they try to twist your words, you stay grounded. Your silence will speak louder than your anger ever could. Your peace will prove your strength. And one day, you'll look back and be proud. Not just because you left, but because you left the right way. Way 5. Grow stronger, not colder. 5.1. Don't let disrespect change your kind heart. When someone treats you badly, it's easy to feel angry. It's natural to want to shut down, become cold, or build walls so you don't get hurt again. But here's something powerful to remember. You can protect yourself without losing yourself. You don't have to become bitter just because someone was mean. You don't have to stop being kind just because someone wasn't. Their disrespect is a reflection of them, not you. Your kindness is not weakness. It's a superpower. You can learn how to set boundaries, walk away, and stay strong without becoming someone you're not. Don't let one toxic person convince you that everyone is bad. Don't let one painful moment close your heart forever. Stay kind, stay real, but stay smart too. Use your heart, but don't let it be stepped on. Remember, you can be soft and still stand tall. 5.2. Learn from the pain and turn it into power. Pain is a teacher. Disrespect hurts, but it also reveals things. What you value, what you deserve, and what you should never settle for again. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" Try asking, "What can I learn from this?" That question changes everything. Maybe you learn the importance of self-worth. Maybe you realize that not everyone deserves your energy. Maybe you discovered that you were too nice for too long, and now it's time to balance kindness with strength. Every time someone disrespects you and you rise above it, you gain emotional muscle. You grow wiser, sharper, braver. Don't waste your pain. Use it. Let it guide you to better relationships, stronger boundaries, and deeper self-love. Make a promise to yourself. I will never let anyone treat me like that again. That's how pain turns into power. 5.3. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. After dealing with disrespect, it's so important to find the right people. People who see your value, hear your voice, respect your space. You don't need a big crowd, just a few people who truly care. They don't drain you. They fill you up. They make you feel safe. They celebrate you. They correct you with kindness. They lift you, not break you. These are the relationships that help you heal. When you spend time with respectful people, you start to trust again. You start to smile again. You feel lighter, calmer, stronger. You realize, wow, respect feels so good. I never want to go back to what I accepted before. So, be intentional. Choose wisely. You're not desperate. You're deserving. Build your circle with people who bring peace, not pressure. You've seen what disrespect feels like. Now you deserve to experience what true support and love feel like. 5.4. Keep respecting yourself. Every day. Here's the final truth. The way others treat you matters. But the way you treat yourself matters even more. Every day you send a message to yourself. Through your words, your actions, your choices. So ask yourself, do I talk kindly to myself? Do I forgive myself for past mistakes? Do I stand up for myself even when it's hard? Do I rest when I'm tired? Or do I keep pushing just to please others? Self-respect is built in the small moments. When you say no to what hurts. When you say yes to what heals. When you stop chasing people who don't value you. When you believe you are enough, even if no one claps for you. Respect yourself enough to choose peace over drama. Respect yourself enough to walk away when it's time. Respect yourself enough to let go of guilt, fear, and shame. You can't control how others act, but you can always control how you treat yourself. So make yourself a promise today. I will not let anyone, including me, treat me like I don't matter. No matter how others treat you, always remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and peace. Stand tall, protect your heart, and never forget. You teach others how to treat you by how you treat yourself. Choose strength, choose peace, and keep moving forward with dignity. Thank you for watching this video on English Achieve. If you found this lesson helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. There are many more lessons coming to help you learn English and grow your mind.